So we have another phone lot. I know I haven't uploaded video in like 3 months because the last two phone lots I bought, I tried to film them, and for whatever reason, both times the film just didn't work. I got done filming and realized I wasn't recording the whole time, 2 times in a row. But this time we have a Windows Phone lot. So this is a lot of 14 Windows phones, and I bought this for, I believe, like $85, which is a pretty good deal because Windows phones are usually worth probably at least $20 or $30 each. So I went ahead and bought this for $85. Here it looks like, you can see they're just all in there together. They're not really individually wrapped, which is probably not great, but they're probably fine. Okay, so yeah, so you can see they're already falling out. As you can see, this one, I'm not sure what phone this is, but it doesn't have a back cover or battery. And this one, I can see the screen is damaged on it, so this one is probably gonna be pretty much garbage. And this one, again, I don't know what it is. It looks like these two look like they're the same model. This is, I'm not 100% sure these are all actually Windows phones, but I think they are. I know at least most of them are Windows phones. Let me take the back off of it. And so yeah, this one, it has the battery. Doesn't have a SIM card or SD card though. So I don't know if that one's gonna be good or not. Go ahead and take out another phone. This one, I think this one should be one of the more valuable ones. This one looks like it's worth like $80 or so, or like $70 I think, in good condition. But this one it is missing the SIM card tray, and it's also got a small crack, but the screen looks good otherwise though. This one also could be a more valuable one. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. It's pretty dirty, but also, yeah, it looks pretty decent. But this one's also missing the SIM card slot, so I don't know why somebody must have removed all the SIM card slots or something, or all the SIM cards. Okay, wait, actually this one still has the SIM card slot, so, but this one is in pretty bad condition. It, as you can see, has a cracked screen, so this one's probably not gonna work. And then here's another one. This one, it looks like it's in pretty good condition. This one does have a removable back. And this one, it looks like it has the battery. This one does have a SIM card. Looks like it has a T-Mobile SIM card, but it doesn't have a micro SD. I always hope to find a micro SD card in these because that's pretty fun to find free micro SD cards in here. This one looks like it's in pretty good condition. It doesn't seem to have any issues. I can see immediately. And here's another one. This also looks like it's in good condition. It has a SIM card tray. That's good. Here's another one. This one looks like it does have a removable back. This one does look like it has water damage. As you can see, this this should be white here if it didn't have water in it, but just because that turns red doesn't necessarily mean it's water damage, because you can see there's another one right there and that one's still white, which means likely just a little bit of moisture got on the battery but not on the actual phone. So this one is probably good, actually. Also, I see some of them have a little label that says needs reset. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that means it's just passcode locked. I don't know if these can be account locked or not. Hopefully not. But I'm assuming that, at least not all of them will be account locked, probably, And so this is another one of those blue ones. A lot of these are very similar to each other, it looks like. This one does have some damage on the headphone jack though, so that one isn't in the greatest condition. Here's another one. This also has a removable back. And this one also, again, this one has a T-Mobile SIM card, but no SD card. And this one looks like it's in pretty good condition. Actually, the back is a little bit dirty. I mean, I would still say this is good condition because that'll probably clean up though. And this one, the screen looks okay on it. This is another one that looks like it's in good condition. It has the SIM card tray. Again, yeah, this one looks like it's in pretty good condition. This is another one, pretty dirty, but also again looks like it's in good condition though. It has the battery, and it also has a T-Mobile SIM card, so these probably all came from relatively the same place since they all have the same T-Mobile SIM card. Oh, this one actually does have power. I just felt it vibrate. So we'll go ahead and let that one turn on. And it looks like that's all of the phones in here. So that's good. Then we have another Nokia one. This one is also looks like it's in good condition. We'll see if this one turns on. Okay, this one also turns on, so it looks like some of these were probably charged. I'll go ahead and test all of these to see if they turn on then. Yeah, so hopefully these aren't locked. I'll go ahead and test these to see if they're locked or not. Oh yeah, it doesn't look like it's locked, I don't think. Yeah, so it looks like so far this one is fully functional. Okay, and it looks like this is the first one to get to the home screen. This one looks like it's fully functional so far. I didn't have to do anything to this one. I didn't even have to charge it. It's just fully working. Interestingly, also, I noticed some of these have the Windows 10 logo and some of them have the Windows 7 logo. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, this one also looks like it's turning on. Okay, so it looks like we have 3 that are immediately working. And yeah, so far. Okay, this one has a passcode lock, so this one I'm gonna have to reset. These 2 are fully functional so far though. Okay, so it looks like this is a Lumia 920, and it looks like these are selling for about $20. So that's pretty good. This is a Lumia 635, and this one is going for about $15 to $20, it looks like. And so the rest of these I gotta get fully charged up, and then once they're charged, I'll go ahead and get back to you guys. Actually, first I'm just gonna go ahead and clean all of these devices, and then I will test them all. Okay, so it's been a few hours and I've charged every single phone up. They should all be fully charged. So if they're working, they should turn on now or already be on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and test them all now. You can see they look a little bit dirty, but that's just because I didn't use a microfiber cloth. This one, this one looks like it's working. Okay, so this one is fully functioning. I don't see any issues with it. This is a Nokia Lumia 920 and it's running Windows 8.1 on AT&T, and this one is fully reset and there is no problems found with it. It's fully working, so this one is ready to sell. I think it's worth about $20. This one right here, this one, it has a password, so it looks like this one. We're gonna have to reset this one. So this one needs to be reset. Set that over there. This one I have already tested. This one also needs to be reset. Same with this one. And this one. These all are passcode locked and need to be reset. So I'll go ahead and set those off to the side over here. Then next we have this blue one. It looks like also a 920. This one, I don't think this one ever powered on or did anything at all. I tried to charge this one for about 5 hours. I think is about how long it was charging. And I don't think it ever did anything, so this one I don't know. This one seems like it might be just completely cooked. Maybe the battery is bad or something like that. Maybe it has water damage. I don't know, but this one is completely not working. This phone right here, this one is also, I left this one charging for about 5 hours as well. This one, it just keeps boot looping. It's unplugged from the charger now. It's been unplugged for about 5 or 10 minutes and it just keeps rebooting. So I don't know what's wrong with this one, but it is also not working. And this one, if I just remove the battery and put it back in, we'll see. Yeah, so this one, it just doesn't do anything if I try to turn it on normally. It doesn't do anything unless I plug it in. And then it just boot loops. So that one's also not working. This one right here is missing the back cover and the battery. So this one, I will go ahead and test it, but the screen, I can already see that the screen is broken. If you look at the screen closely, you probably can't tell in the camera, but you can tell that the LCD is smashed. So this one's probably not going to work, but I'll go ahead and test it anyways. Because I have the battery right here. I think this is the same phone. So, but maybe I might be able to swap the motherboard between these two to make a fully working phone, because this one, it looks like the motherboard might be bad, because with the exact same battery in this one, it turned on perfectly fine, and this one will not turn on. As you can see, I can't see anything that's happening on the screen because it's broken, but I can see that it's turning on. I felt it vibrate. Here's another one. We'll go ahead and see. Okay, this one's, yeah, it's already on. I'm pretty sure that these just automatically, like iPhones, they just automatically turn on when you plug them in. And this one is another one that is passcode locked, so this one also needs reset. We'll put that in that pile. This one, another one, also needs reset. Yeah, so this is another one that's gonna need reset. I'll have to figure out how to do that in a minute. And here's another one. Okay, this one, is also working, and it appears to be exactly the same as this one. Okay, this one, I think this one is the other one that's reset. Okay, yeah, this one's also reset, and I think it's fully working. So then we have another blue one. This one, okay, it looks like it's just now turning on for some reason. I don't know why that is. Okay, here's another one that's also locked. So this one also is gonna have to be reset. Okay, and this one is not reset, but it seems to just not have a passcode. So this one is fully working, it looks like so far. I don't know if these have any kind of account locks or not, so I'll have to figure that out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset this one now, just to make sure that it doesn't have any kind of locks or anything. And these other ones, I'll have to figure out how to reset them. But yeah, I'll come back to you guys once these are all reset. Okay, so I have reset all of the devices that I can. This device, which was open menu, I also did reset that one, and it has no issues. These are all the devices that I just reset that had passcode locks. These, I was able to successfully reset all of these. I did try to reset this one that was boot looping too, and that didn't do anything. It's still cooked. That definitely seems like that one's just permanently cooked. I don't know what's wrong with it. But yeah, so these four are fully functional, and then these I'll test all of them. They should also all be functional, because it is possible for these to be locked to an account, but that lock, I believe, was opt-in, which means it shouldn't be an issue on any of these, because all of the locks on like activation lock and FRP lock, those are opt-out. You have to manually disable them. But on these, you would have had to manually enable it, so none of them will probably have a lock. But I'm going to go ahead and test all of them and make sure that none of them do have any kind of lock or anything. These are all working so far as expected. And these three have all successfully reached the home screen, so they are working so far. These are still loading. So this one does appear to be fully working. I don't see any issues with it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one, turn this one off and put it in the working pile. I'm surprised that it looks like all of these are perfectly working except for three. This is a Lumia 635. This one is also fully working. Go ahead and shut it off. But this one's in really good condition. Okay, this is Lumia 520, and this one is fully working. This one is still installing apps, I guess. And then this one, this is, I think this is probably the most valuable one. This is a Nokia 909. This one is also finally done setting up. This one, I think that the camera might be broken, because on this one I noticed this one, when I first got it, the lens cover was not it was actually up, which I think that should always be down. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like the camera doesn't work on this one. It looks like that lens cover is probably broken. Look at that, that's funny. I just tapped the camera lens super hard and it fixed it. It just started working. So yeah, that's definitely not good. So they are now all at least mostly working. except for the 2 yellow ones. They do have some damage and a couple missing SIM card trays. But other than that, they're all working except for these 3. So these, I'm just going to, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the motherboards between these 2 phones, because this one has a bad screen and this one I believe has a bad motherboard. And it looks like this screw is, it looks like it's a T5. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take the motherboard out and fully replace everything, because this part here is not, I'm just going to take all the parts from this phone and just swap the motherboard. Oh, and it looks like I got this apart pretty easily without damaging anything, so that's good. Also, there's no like water damage or anything in here, which is good as well. I don't know what's wrong with this motherboard. It might be fixable, but I don't really care, because I'm just gonna replace it. Because I have another one. Okay, so at the end of that last part, my phone died, and I think that's also why the audio sounded kind of messed up for that part there. But basically what I did was I fully swapped over the motherboard and put this phone back together, and that actually did not fix it. Both motherboards were actually broken, basically. So when I put the other motherboard in, that was actually a Cricket motherboard, and basically that one, every time I tried to turn it on, it would just go to basically the blue screen of death, and it would just show a sad face. So basically what I did to fix that was I ended up reflashing it with this tool called Windows Phone Internals, and I downloaded the firmware from a couple different websites, and that fixed the motherboard that was in here. So I decided to put the original motherboard back in and do the same thing with that motherboard, and that fixed the original motherboard as well. So I did that just because I thought that it would be better to just have the original motherboard in. That way it would match, you know, the logo on the back and the sticker on the inside and stuff. So now, after doing all of that, this one does work perfectly fine. As you can see, this is a Lumia 635, and it's fully functional. So there you can see some of the other details about it. So this one does work now. And I also am going to sell the motherboard separately, the Cricket motherboard, because it does work perfectly fine as well. This one, also the reason that this one didn't turn on when I put the battery in here and tried to turn it on was actually because the power button was also broken on this. It basically just came desoldered from the motherboard, and so I had to resolder that back on too. That was another thing that I had to do for this one. And then this other blue one over here, if you'll remember, this is the one that was not doing anything at all. It wasn't charging. And basically, for whatever reason, after the, I think like 4th or 5th different charger that I tried, for whatever reason, then it finally decided to charge and turn on, and it fully turned on. This one is a Lumia 900, and this is on Windows Phone 7.5, so this is the oldest version that I have, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, this one's fully working. When I first turned it on, it had a passcode, but it was just 0000, so I just guessed it, and then I just reset it normally. I didn't have to, do the recovery mode reset. So this one is also fully working now. So what that means, we got 13 of the 14 working. And I calculated which devices that I have, and I said that the 635s are probably worth around $15. The 520s are worth around $20. I only had one of those. The 521 is also worth $20. The 909, which is these ones, they're also, apparently these are also called the 1020. I don't know why it says 909 in settings though. Those ones should be worth about $70. And then the rest of them should be worth about $20 each. So I should be able to make like $250 of profit from this, I think, which is pretty good. Obviously, these will probably not be worth quite $70 because they do have some damage, but they are working. So in total, I was able to get 13 of the 14 devices working. Most of them, I just had to reset it, and then it was working. I also got the motherboard from the other phone that was broken is also good, so I'll sell that separately. But all of these phones, I'm probably going to list them on my eBay. So if you're interested in buying any of them, then you can from my eBay. So yeah, that will be about it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.